What is going on, everybody? It is Craig, the BGOH, and I have to do something that I don't love to do. But damn it, when I see a movie and it's so bad it bothers me, I feel the need. I got to tell people just so if anyone's like, "Oh man, I saw that movie and it was horrible," no one told me. I'm like, I tried. So, 2022, where the scary things are. I don't even know if I had the title right. I might even messed up because it's so painful. Um, I watched a preview for it. It looks like the traditional, yeah, where the scary things are. Right. It looks like a traditional at first, the first half of the trailer, like urban legend lockjaw, like this tar creature that looks suspiciously like Tar Man if it was done by somebody without the same skill. But that's complaint one. They go on to call him like Croco Magna for some other reason, but that's a different thing. That's issue two. But then you watch the rest of the preview. It turns out they capture the Tar Man creature and they kind of lock it in something, and then they start filming it, urban legend proof. It was based on a school assignment. And then when people get mad at them, like, oh, that looks so fake, then like, I'll show them. We'll feed people to them. So right off the bat, we have like the shed, the pit, the actress, the main actress. It's like a makes like me sympathetic towards Amber Heard. You know, like these characters that like you want to hate her. They allude that there might be some shit that happened to her in her life, but they don't give you anything to go off of. And she just randomly kills gets this one poor girl killed. Oh, by the way, spoiler, who has an anxiety disorder, and she has the special things in class that you're not the same as me. You shouldn't get the same grades as me. You should get. So she's a really hateful person who apparently, because she danced around a bunch of guys who most of them don't know what women look like, including a young kid who really shouldn't have been there. But this young kid is just as bad as the girl in Psycho Gorman. Thankfully, though, yeah, Psycho Gorman, this has some similarities to that too. But thankfully, in this one, that kid gets his comeuppance. So, yay. But this movie is so bad for this reason. The whole premise, the idea of creating an urban legend and it running amok and all that, or getting caught up in something, we've seen things like that before. The idea of sort of like a creature that you hold and then not want to share, we've seen that happen before. I mean, you even have caused that with Stranger Things, what, season two, right? When he had the little creature that he hid and he ate his mom's cat. That's not, but the problem is this. The way they got the creature, the way they got the Tar Man or the Lockjaw, whatever we're going to call him, he just walked out in an area where they've been for years and years and years and years. They never saw him before. He just walked out and collapsed. And then, despite them shooting him a bunch of times, hitting him on the head with a bat, he can't die. So what happened to get him to collapse? They gave us nothing. There was no event. There was no lightning struck water and he got shocked. There was no reason why this creature just randomly, like this monstrous creature can randomly just go unconscious for a long period of time. And then he can be locked up by kids. Except the one kid he was kind of fond of because the kid fed him. He bought him meat and he gave him water, so he didn't kill that kid. But everybody in this, every acting, there was not one likable person in this whole thing. There was a kid with diabetes, and he's the closest that you had to likable. But he was just a sad sack who was always being bullied. Then you had the young kid who was awful, and he kept doing the Clint Howard stick from Waterboy, meaning he would say something, people would correct him. It's like, that's what I said. Waterboy was funny. Clint Howard, it was funny. This annoying kid who's also a pervert taking like upskirt shots and stuff. I need to give a huge kudos to whoever cut together the trailer. Because in cutting together the trailer, it is nowhere near like the movie you see and the movie you get are two completely different things. So the trailer gave you some false hope. So that's what I'm telling you. Don't fall for the trailer. Like, I know no one's going to see a trailer and think, oh, brilliant. But maybe, oh, new movie could be fun. It's not. It's not. Maybe the editing went bad. Maybe there's another cut somewhere. Although if you told me, hey, Craig, here's a good cut. No, fuck you. Don't trust anything on that movie again. I tried to keep the ranting to a minimum. And I gave some kill spoils, but in reality, no, don't see it. There's so many better options to watch if you want a movie like that. Like I mentioned, The Pit. The Pit was a fun one. It was a Canadian film from the 80s, so it might not held up as well. You know, an autistic kid who's pretty much feeding people and his family these monsters in a pit. The Shed. You want to see a good movie like this? I guess you can see The Shed. But this was just awful. And the actress, the acting, like there's a scene where she gets mad and she has to like grab a head and scream, ah, and she like knocks over like a plastic container. Listen, she acts way better than I'll ever act. I give her that. But that's like saying someone's a better gymnast than me, because it's a pretty easy part to pass. But anyway, folks, thanks for checking out my video. I know a few of you actually dig these reviews, so I keep throwing it out there. If there's anything you want me to check out, I will. I'll give you my feedback on it. Anyway, have a good one. Peace.